Jesus Christ, man. How much more of this crap have I got to drink? You can buy this fantastically tasting beer at idlevalleybrewing.com. Still drinking it. Beautiful. Actually drinking it in my new glass, which my brother-in-law brought me back from Devon. Sheppey's cider. By all accounts, they've revamped their brewing system, so they've got rid of all the old copper brewing vessels, and I think he spent quite a bit of money on it from what he was saying. He's brought back 2.5 gallons of the stuff, and it's really good stuff. It's really strong though. I'm thinking about brewing up a cider using apples this time. Thinking about crushing them in a food processor, or sort of mixing them up in a food processor to get the juice out, because I don't have a press. I would like to make one, but I haven't got time because I'm wanting to make it for November. But that's for later on in this video. A couple of good things have happened in the past week. I found 2 taps for the brewery, Carlsberg taps. It was like a chrome base, 2 chrome towers with 2 chrome taps, and I thought, I'm not letting this one get away. So got my maximum bid of £45, got it for £35, so I'm happy with that. He posted it last Saturday, so it should be any time now. As soon as it comes, I will put a video up, of course. I picked up a nice piece of oak, and I wanted to have a shelf sort of here with the taps on. It's just a dream of mine. So that's good. That is good. Got the taps coming. I'm going to be ordering the Idle Valley English Bitter again. That's going to be the second brew, like I said, for the Oktoberfest, which brings me around to the Whole Garden clone. I've had a bit of a disaster in the brewery, guys. Checked the Whole Garden clone last Thursday, I think it was, came in, done fermenting. So I turned the heater off in the fermenter, and I thought, right, I'll just let it settle out, just let it clear a little bit before I do the secondary spicing on it. I came in yesterday to move the gas bottle in that I've got filled. So I came in to bring that inside, and looked over at the wine bottle that had Star San in it, and it was empty. It was completely empty, and I thought, shit, I know what's happened here. I checked the temperature. The temperature had dropped sort of 14, 15 degrees, and I thought it sucked the whole lot into the beer. A similar thing happened to me when I was brewing the wines in the winter, the past winter that's just been. I would brew them up, let them clear, and I would get what I could only describe as a reverse airlock. And what it is, as the brew is getting colder, it's shrinking, and because it's sort of created a vacuum, it starts sucking the liquid out of the airlock. In this case, half a bottle's worth of Star San. Luckily, the pipe was sort of looped round before it went into the fermenter, and the pipe was full of Star San. So the airlock should still have worked. I've now topped the wine bottle back up, and I put the heater back on, and it's sort of not sucked any more in because it's warmed up a bit. So that was a bit of a disaster, Just let me know in the comments below if you think it will affect, not affect the beer, because obviously it will now. But is it safe to drink it? I should imagine it is, because it's only half a wine bottle's worth of already diluted star sand that's been put into another 5 gallons. So effectively, it's been diluted with 5 gallons twice. So just let me know. Just let me know if that's happened to you. I just don't want to poison anyone with it. But the brew's looking alright. So that's the disaster part. Disaster! But I suppose it happens. Learn with your mistakes. Not only have I got to brew for October, but I've got to brew for November. Which means I'm going to be quite busy with the brewing, which is good, because I'll be able to film it. So as you know, I've got the Hogarden Clone and the Yorkshire English Bitter that I'm going to be brewing for the Oktoberfest. I've also then got to have another 2 brews ready to put straight into the kegs once they're emptied. So the end of October is going to be really busy, because it's only a week after the Oktoberfest party, the bonfire party is. So I've got to have another 2 brews ready to just go straight into the kegs. Now the first one I'm going to be doing is cider. I thought about doing a 5 gallon batch of cider. Now my brother-in-law has got a massive great apple tree in his garden, and I thought I'm going to take them and I'm going to somehow extract the juice from them and brew up a 5 gallon batch of cider for the bonfire party. There'll be about 50 people going, and if you can say to them, well, yeah, see that tree there, brewed with the apples from that tree, I thought that was quite good. So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing. Haven't got a press, like I said, so if you can sort of give me any tips on how to get the juice out. I thought about cutting them all up, putting them in a sanitised food processor, and then running them through a muslin bag to get all the juice out. But let me know. And the second brew that I'm going to be doing for the bonfire party is one I've already spoken to you about, but not give you any details on. It's the recipe that I created on Beersmith, which is my own sort of recipe that's been inputted into Beersmith. However, it is not my idea. I got the idea from Stone's Brewing Company. They've got a channel on YouTube, and when they bring out a new beer, they do a little video and they put it up. And I saw one that caught my eye, and it was a coconut IPA. And I thought, that's all I need to know. I love pina coladas, I like coconut, I love IPAs. So it didn't really go into too much detail on the recipe. In fact, it didn't really give you any recipe. All it said they was using Amarillo hops for the tropical fruit element. It doesn't give you any amounts or anything like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a coconut IPA. Yes, the Pinfold Coconut IPA. Let's have a look at the ingredients. So, I've gone for 5 kilograms of Maris Otter, 2 kilograms of crystal malt, 500 grams of oats, 30 grams of Amarillo for the 60-minute boil, 30 grams of Citra for the 60-minute boil, 28.5 grams of Amarillo for dry hopping, and 14 grams of Citra for the aroma steep 20 minutes. Also using 10 grams of Cascade for 20 minutes on the aroma steep. That is the colour. Beautiful. Hope it turns out well. And this is my sort of readings which I'm going to be getting. So I'm pleased with that. So yeah, hopefully that'll turn out right. All the sort of markings below for the style on Beersmith, you know, the green sort of bars, they're all where they should be, so I'm happy with that. It's going to turn out somewhat nice. Just need to sort of work out how much coconut to put in and when to add it. I'm going to dry hop it with dry coconut, and add it to the boil as well. So hopefully that'll come across quite nice. So yeah, that's going to be November's brews. I've got to get a little frame made up, a little wooden frame for the 2 corny kegs and the gas, so that people can dispense the beer and the cider, and I can sort of relax and not have to worry about them being dropped or pulled over or anything like that. So that's it. Right, now for the questions and answers. Thank you for leaving your questions. Frank V. How do you clean and sanitise your bottles, your fermenters and other equipment? It says, also, considering brewing up an old Conkerwood kit, never tried it before, and I would really like a good Christmassy kind of beer. How would you describe it? The old Conkerwood is a real dark, nutty sort of brew. It's quite a bitter brew. It's alright, it's not bad at all. I dry hopped mine with Champion hops. And I don't know whether it was because of that or just because of the brew, but I got a slightly sort of tangy flavour from it, almost like a dark fruity flavour from it. So personally I wouldn't brew it again, it's not up my street. But yeah, for Christmas, for the winter time, yeah, why not? Give it a whirl. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. From Drunken Nights Podcasts, yes, do you think craft beer would bring peace to the Middle East? Why? Or why not? I think craft beer for the Middle East is not going to work, is it? If they don't drink. Nathan McKenzie asks, do you know of a good Irish red ale? So yeah, no, I can't. I can't give you a good Irish red ale because I've never done one. I've never even tried one, mate. So I'm sorry. Brewdad75. He says he'd love to know where I got my CO2 from. Still toying with the ideas of cornies, but the lack of gas is putting me off. I actually got mine from a local camping store. They do all the colour gas for cooking, and they have just started doing all the different sort of gases, mixed gases, pump gas, oxygen, CO2, nitrogen. So I would suggest going somewhere like that, like a camping store or something, somewhere where they're going to be selling bottled gas. Elder P must have been drunk as f*** when he wrote this. Can I fish in the jet stream? What shall I use for bait? Uncle Jonah, why is the sky blue? What the f*** do I know? Scorsese67. He said he's planning to try a Christmas ale with grains that he's got left over from Harry. It's going to be more of a porter, he thinks. He's going to add orange peel, cinnamon, cloves, ginger and raisins. Well, that sounds nice. Should I add these ingredients to the boil, or do you think I should add them to the fermenter and put in secondary? I would imagine you would put them in the boil, and then you could probably put orange peel in the secondary, depending on how sort of fruity you want it, I guess. I mean, I'm no expert in these things. I've only just started doing all grain myself. 3 batches under my belt. All have turned out alright. But yeah, anyone else out there that could answer that or elaborate more, anyone that's done such a thing, leave a comment below for it. So hope that helps. And that is it. That is the end of Q&A, the first one. Thank God. 10 minutes. Idiot. So that is it for another week. So I've updated you on the brews I'm going to be brewing up for November. Updated you on the brews I'm going to be brewing up for October. We've seen the ups, which is the taps arriving soon, and the lows, which is the greedy Hope Garden drinking all the sanitizer. Don't forget to let me know down below if it's happened to you. So that's it, guys. I'm going. Stay safe. Keep on brewing. Pinky out. It's raining like not good. I'm going. See you later, guys.